The Umbrella Movement were protests demanding the right to choose their own leader within Hong Kong. That lasted 79 days. A major part of organising and keeping the protests alive was social media. Today, I'm exploring the impact that social media had on the Umbrella Movement. Protesters were very active on social media apps during the Umbrella Movement. This included WhatsApp, Facebook and FireChat. The apps helped organise protests easily, whether it was a large protest or students boycotting lessons. It was used to spread awareness in and outside of Hong Kong, updating people on where the locations were and if there was trouble. The most used app was Facebook. It allowed Hong Kongers to interact with each other, be constantly updated with what was happening and talk about the issue at hand. It enabled the protesters to plan on certain themes when protesting, such as bringing a torch like this picture shown. The use of social media within protests impacted the way Hong Kongers interacted with each other, as it gave them a platform to know the political views of the people they know. The statement above highlights that social media was influencing the way people were acting around each other. It let people know opinions that they wouldn't have known if it hadn't come up in conversation. The older generation relied on traditional news. The information provided would be censored by China, therefore not always truthful. They saw a different side to the younger generation, where the intake of news was largely social media, where it was mainly truthful and less likely to be censored. This quote shows that social media can help the government by using bots to create fake support so that it appears that they are right. Another negative is that the government could identify who was against them and can use it if they wanted to punish them. Social media has benefited the Umbrella Movement because it allowed protesters to use methods which the government couldn't control or stop. An example of this is viral photos spread from social media. This is one of the pictures that went viral. All the government could do was take it down 24 hours after it was put up. I believe that social media has disrupted and impacted the Umbrella Movement because it enabled groups to organise protests and gain support. With many Hong Kongers sharing material daily, it was used as a platform to keep protesters going and the movement alive. It impacted the Umbrella Movement a great deal, and it wouldn't have lasted so long or had the mass support without it. Some sources highlighted that social media was not disruptive within the Umbrella Movement because traditional media was still the majority when it came to updating and showing news. The database above questions how disruptive social media was within the Umbrella Movement, as traditional media was still widely being used, so undermines that it was disruptive. However, other sources emphasise how social media allowed a platform where protesters could interact, organise and unite, further creating a base foundation for the future pro-democracies to come. The difference above demonstrates that social media has disrupted the duration of protests. Social media has greatly impacted the Umbrella Movement in the way that protesters organise and share media. Once the younger generation become adults, there will be a leaderless way of protesting, therefore highlighting its impacts and continuation to disrupt the way protests are done in Hong Kong.